hello, Kalu Kalay. Yes, you've been here 19 months. You're never getting away. Yes, hello everyone. My name is Notepad, and on and I write games for fun. Today we are doing the Tonight Good Morning stream, because technically it's morning in a lot of places, or getting close to very late at night, because it's 11 o'clock here. So, last time we worked a lot on, well, we didn't really work on much of anything, because we got ranting about being a teacher, an English language teacher, year of our Lord 2025. Let's see, first things first, we're going to open up the game, Danmaku, Rhapsody, of Spirit, Axcelerate. Yeah, I got a lot of people following me on itch recently. I find that very fascinating. I don't know why. And I was also very sad that Turret Girls here, because I saw this on Steam. Turret Girls is quite literally what you think it is. It's just a turret fighting game. I thought it was going to be a knockoff Nikki. It's not. My site with a not safe for work games. I see. But, I see the toaster went up in price. Yes, the toaster did, in fact, go up in price. Because people paid for it to go up in price. Because, truly, we live in a bottom-tech society. As we know. Living in a bottom text, bottom text.png society. Let's see. So, yes, we're working on Danmaku. Yesterday, we kind of just started working on it. I didn't intend to work on it as much as I did. But yeah, we've got how the game works. We have our characters who are referred to as heroines. That's what they are. We have our target numbers. Simple to lunatic difficulty. How to make assistance. And various card terminology. I am still not entirely happy with exhausting and discarding. I feel one needs to change, but if one changes, the other does. It's kind of a, one needs to change, but I don't know which one to change to make it sound the best. I also have my, Georgia coffee here. Oh, I got the hardcore one. This is just coffee. I'm gonna get my usual cafe latte. Because as you all know, I am secretly actually a small Asian woman. I am simply a puppet. But yes, it's oh god. Yeah, I got coffee. See, there's many brands of like Kobini coffee here, of just like really cheap, shitty coffee you can buy at at the corner mart. And I realized that everyone has their preferred one, and I know I have mine now, and it's Georgia. I like Georgia. It's very funny because I know I naturally go like start grabbing it. However, once in a blue moon, I will grab the Boss Rainbow Mountain Blend for the no other reason that they have an Ume Mizume crossover. Yeah, like I have a Ume Mizume crossover with Still in Love. Like, let's see. There's actually a QR code on here. I didn't realize there's a QR code. So let's take a look at what the QR code is. And should I get into Ume Mizume simply to indulge in my coffee drinking habits? Let's see. See, the worst part is, it did not bring me. I want you to know that I did not get the Still in Love Uma Mizume option. No, because they are doing, mind you, they have a new promotion going on with Dragon Quest. So I won't be able to get any Horse Girl coffee. I will be able to get a Dragon Quest coffee. Whatever will I do without my Dragon Quest coffee? Though I've thought about it. I think I'm going to go to an actual horse race. Like, I don't think you quite understand. I'm going to go to an actual horse race, and I'm going to probably bet. Like, I looked at race cards the other day. I'm like, I've still got it. I've still got it. I fucking love race. I love gambling. I love gambling so much. I would really like to not be as much of a gambling addict as I am, but I do enjoy the rush of winning when the ponies are running, as one might know. So we got our Starlit Dreamers. I do actually have the very long note of, are there men in Gensokyo? Yes, but you're playing Toho, so you're missing the point. And then, yes, there are. However, 95% of them do not qualify for anything remotely resembling even the weakest characters. Like, that is one of the reoccurring jokes, is because you have to be pretty. So, here's our things we're going to do. If we address 4 being it is, so starting power is 0. You have 0 starting power. That means you fill in the rest that you have for starting power. Power is effectively our resource. In any other card game you might see, this is our, like right here is our resource. This builds slowly over time, but we can augment it with powers. We can augment it with our cards. We're effectively saying we're dedicating this card to this. We cannot use it anymore. However, it's in our power. We are able to use it. So, but if we do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. So a rank 10 person, actually 2, 3, 4. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rank 10 is like Rimu tier. Like Rimu and Marissa are rank 10. They say fuck you and you explode. By canon logic. But if you really pay attention, who do Rimu and Marissa fight? Wimu and Marissa tend to blow up gods on the regular. So yeah, they're a little bit on the power scale of fucky wucky. Kind of do whatever the fuck they want. Alright, so bullet spreads. Your level 0 is going to get 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Number of types. Not get a type right off the bat. 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. Actually, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Barrier. Okay. So, how many characteristic points we have? How many, how many points do we have to distribute? How many skills do we have? How many spell cards are we able to make? How big is our hand? We have a hand of cards. How many can we actually have in our hand? We can have 4 for rank 4, or we can have 7 for rank 10. Generally speaking, though, it keeps pretty low. Our starting power, the bullet spreads. The idea of the bullet spreads are that they are pretty much mandatory ways for you to actually how you have to distribute your bullets, but you get to use all of your power. So if you have power 8, you fire off a basic shot kind of thing, a quick shot, you can use 4 bullets. If you are using your spread, you have to do it in a very specific way, but you get to use all 8 bullets. Number of types. Types are effectively like a little class moniker. Noble or insightful and things like that. You can technically have multiple of the same one, so you can just be insightful 4. Barrier. Alright. Barrier. Bullet damage is going to be modified. We're gonna modify bullet damage. ranking 1 cannot take any damage. They are technically always considered being critical. If they take 1 damage, they die. Because you're a rank 1. Then I guess we do 5, 10. Actually, if we start with 5, that means you could soak maybe 1 or 2 bullets. You effectively have a safety net. But technically, if we just do... We just do that. What if we do 10... 5, 10, 10, and then we go 15, 15, 20, and something like that. Because if we're assuming each bullet I have right now, bullet. Insight. I don't even know how much fucking damage it does. Actually, it's gonna be based off your magic. We'll say that's based off your magic power. You'll always be able to do 1 damage based off your magic power. So someone like Patchouli can blow you the fuck up, but so you want to avoid her a lot more. Actually, if we keep the damage of bullets really low, you know what we could do? Why don't we do it by 3, 8, so that would bring it, then we do 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. So I can take 8 bullets. How do you use that? What do we do? 1, 3, 5. 1, so 2, 2, 2. So then we go to 8, 8. Actually, no. Why don't we do 7? How do we make an even? So what if we do 2? Actually, no. We do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You need 20 bullets to actually bring down a rank 10, so you have to get shot 20 times. Yeah, okay. Bullets don't do any damage, it's just... What if we do... No, because we want variable, don't we? We want variable damage with the bullets, make sure each bullet does something different. Oh, math! I love math. Don't you love math, everybody? I know I love math. Also, I forgot to thank them yesterday. Thank you, Duivel. Thank you, Duivel, for following. I forgot. I forgot because I'm a dumbass. It was late last night. When you were a fool. No, this is not a commission. I wrote this game like 6 years ago. Actually, I wrote this game 3 years ago, I believe. Let me actually... Did I? What? 2021. This game is 4 years old. This game is positively fucking ancient at this point. Okay, so let's play a game. Let's say a bullet does 1 plus, we'll say mag damage. That is what it does. It does +1 to whatever your magic is. Well, I have a magic of 3, it does 4 damage. I have a magic of 5, it does 5 damage. It does 6 damage. So if I have, for example, but of our characteristic points, a completely average rank 4 character, completely average spread among their different attributes. One, two, three, four, 5. Spread among their 5. At best, they have a 2, and at least they have a 1. If they are completely average, that means they will be doing 2 to 3 damage per bullet. They can min-max and get up to after. With characteristic points, so what we can do is, at most, if they dump everything into it, they would be able to do 9 damage per bullet, but they are literally helpless at doing everything else. That's kind of that's the back and forth. If you dump everything into one attribute, yes, you can succeed at things that are very difficult. Because again, if you go there, you can do complex checks by yourself. On the other hand, you literally cannot perform a simple action in anything else if you have a 0. You are that fucking hopeless. So you probably... That's like Patchouli tier. Patchouli has a 0 in physical. She cannot do anything effectively by herself in that regard. But she has a very high magic score. You know, she is extremely powerful magically. She just can't walk. Anything that's more physically demanding than holding a book is too much for Patchouli. Is that okay? Yes. So if we want to do our initial ones, if we base around that we have an average, so this would be 3 damage. So what if we do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15... We increase it, so actually no, 12. We increase it up to 4 at this point. 20, then we do 25, 30, then our final one is... At level 4, you can get shot by 2, 3 bullets max before you go down, but you have a little bit of room to work with. Not a lot of room, a little bit. That might be this might be literally a tweak as needed, fundamentally speaking. So okay, because it's easy to dodge bullets. Like, relatively speaking, it's very easy to dodge bullets. One of the scariest things though is melee. And I like the idea of melee being tough, being like, yes, if you want to do this, you have to get close to them and you have to hit them. If you hit them, you will deal damage. A good deal of damage. Problem is, you need to get close to someone firing bullets at you, and if they have a grenade spread, you're going to get hit by many, many bullets. So, let's do system. The power ranking PR system. Let's see. There isn't some PR. Let's see. Get a PR of 4. such as the individuals such as the Vampire Sisters, or let's see, two who characters. Actually, I should say residents of the, let's see, residents of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Let's see, that's the rules of getting Tokyo. Let's do, there we go. Actually, residents of Scarlet Devil range of power from 8 to 10, with the Princess of House deliberately low power to match Tokyo. So, as the as the heroines build their power to complete more incidents, they will hiding their power low. My goal is to never directly, my stupid little writing goal, my retarded little writing goal, I never want to say a canon Toho character's never once do I want to say a canon Toho character's name, but they are just going to get gradually more grandiose titles, and I want everyone to know that the Shining Shrine Maiden is just Rimu. Everyone knows, but we cannot state it. That is my one weird writing goal. It's even down like, yeah, it's the residents of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. You know, it's the Princess of the House, which is Remelia. You know, Remelia Scarlet technically is the Princess of the House, lowering her power to match the rules of Get Tokyo. Because Remelia Scarlet is also fucking broken. Not as bad as Flandre, but everyone likes Flandre Scarlet, right? What's your superpower, Flandre? Oh, you just fucking evaporate things. Cool, that's neat. And then we have Remelia. Wow, look everyone, it's Remelia from popular Toho experience. Let me see if we can find the oh, there we go. Scarlet Symphony. Yeah, technically they have just a full-on Castlevania variant of Toho out there. Where it's just a Castlevania game, except Rimu's a Belmont. I will say the designs are pretty fucking baller, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm fucking with it. So I've realized over time. Why aren't you saying the names again? Because I feel like it. There's no real good reason. I'm just not saying it for the sake of forcing myself to write in a very particular way. And and I find it funny. The only name I am mentioning is Yukari. With one of the reoccurring jokes in this is that this is just Yukari writing this. That's it. It's just Yukari writing things. She's writing in the margins of the book, effectively explaining shit. Man, where's my popular Rimu? Well, yeah, she's just the Shining Shrine Maiden. Why? Because I can do that. All right, so this should help because if we're at this point, if you are two rank 7s fighting each other, one person might have 10 points in magic, which means each of their bullets does 11 damage. They could instantly kill you with 2 bullets. But with the critical state system, you will minimum need 2 bullets to kill you if you have at least 1 health. What does this mean? It means that you need one, if you have 1 barrier, you need 2 bullets. So it's giving you a little bit of extra health. Kind of more averaged out characters, because at that point it would be with 5, it would be about... With 10 points, your average, generally speaking, each is going to be about 2 to 3, but the problem is at rank 7, you have multiple spreads, multiple powers, multiple types to help you out and actually fight and do things. So that should balance out. Should being the operative word. You have more skills as well. Alright, so we're going to explain. The characteristic points represent yeah. How do we counter someone with 0 strength? You push them over. They are in a fucking wheelchair. Let's see. Powers or abilities. Drawback. Spell card. Are a number of higher ranks means more options. Power spread. Let's see. The heroine's starting power is. Hmm. 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 The heroine's starting power is the amount of reserve she has. So now we go into the bullet spreads, and bullet spreads. Mm, 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 mm. Rather than haphazardly throwing power, throwing energy around. Mm, 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 mm. Times, mm, mm. Let's see, stopped and stylized. Finally, let's see. Finally, mm, mm. Benign without being. Mm, 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 mm. Do or lose. Okay, mhm, mhm. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Characteristics of heroines, natural aptitude reflects their abilities. Mm, mm, each characteristic. Let's see. Mm, let's see. Let's see. The heroine will distribute her characteristic points among. So we want beauty, speed, might, roll, wisdom, each of the 5. Each representing a part of her natural being. These are the. Okay, so now as we do beauty. Let's see. Beautiful Reign Supreme. So I want to. So. Mastery of spells and others. Effectively, beauty not only allows you to do like, oh, it's charisma, physical appearance, and things like that, but it's also your ability to manipulate your energy to do things. What do you mean by that? I want to have a fucking anima banner. Cool, that's beauty technically. That's not magic control. Mm. 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 Yeah, let's see. Stupid every stone and person in Gensokyo is. Mm. 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 To give you an idea, Yukari has effectively maxed out magic control and beauty. That is her entire gimmick. Is that because she is the barrier? She is, she is the barrier of Gensokyo. Therefore, she gets a bunch of bullshit. Might we have. We can do. Heroin. Yeah. Here, warrior. Pretty much Ibaraki is that. Again, it's one of those like Toho Ibaraki. Nope, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Where's the Oni? Oni. Wrong Ibaraki. But Suika? Yeah, Suika. God damn it. Toho Oni. I want to say that was. God damn. Is it the fucking Toho? Why do they always have the different fucking Toho? Toho wikis. Oh god. Because there's always, the thing is, there's a handful of different fucking Toho wikis, and they're all awful. I want it to be known that all of them are awful in their own ways. Oh god. Let's see. We do Oni and Toho. Yeah, there's don't forget about Old Hell or New Hell. You know, the other hell. No. Oh, wait, not you. Is it Yugi? I think it's you. Yeah, so Yugi is the one I was thinking of. I always get her and Nibaraki messed up. I don't know why. But yeah, Hey, you want to play Yugi? Gold. You can play Yugi. She is an Oni. She is very strong. That's the entire fucking point. Mm. Mm. Let's see. Mm. 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 Let's see. Speed is representative of the. Mm. 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 I don't want to. Let's see. There's a beat against Tokyo really ones when dances, so does the heroine. Speed is representative of the heroine's dexterity, raw speed, as well as her ability to. Mm. 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 In autumn days, she lazes about. Mm. 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 Oh, and then finally, wisdom. Mm. 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 Wisdom is a measure of equal parts intelligence and, well, wisdom is the measure of equal parts of intelligence as well as the understanding of why it may be important. Mm. 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 Oh, hello. The who? More to who. Toot hoot scares me. It's really not. Truly, we scares more than the fandom. Which to who would you fug? Notepad ran. Ran Yakumo, of course. Low wisdom, Cerno, and maybe like half the roster. Yeah. The thing is, like, you would know almost exactly who has high wisdom. Like, Yuki here does not, but like, I was talking about her previously, but Ibaraki would, because she is a hermit, and that's the entire gimmick behind a hermit. It decides to load. Let me, okay, we're not dropping frames, good job. So yeah, most of the cast of Tuhu are actually just fucking stupid. Though knowing how to manipulate stupid ones are always handy. Yeah, we've got our attributes. We don't need Earth or any of these. Let's actually, you know what we can do? Let's see. No. Don't know how to make. I don't know how to make that work the way that I would want to. We split this up into two. Should work. Let me grab the residents of Hideki Manor. So we here. Whoop. Okay, so they both have 7. So again, we beauty, magic control, might, speed. You get rid of you. We grab you. Go 1, 2. Hit this. Oh wow! How could this happen? Okay. Insert. So Yasu is that. So she has 7 points to distribute. So, beauty, she has 2, 0, 0, 4, 1. Fucking stupid, but pretty fucking strong. Actually, no, we can even do this. Like, she's very strong. She has no magic ability. She's fast enough, and she's, pretty enough, and she knows it. Sango, on the other hand, 0 beauty, 3 magic control, 3 wisdom, 0 speed, 0 might. There we go. Got the 2. So effectively, Yasu is an Oni, Sango is a magician. Both of them are not. Sango is smart enough to realize that what she does is stupid. She's not very good at most things, though, and she relies on her friend to help her. The best way to think about it is imagine a magician riding on the back of an Oni, being like, "Don't worry, we're going to save the day." 0 intelligence, 0 beauty, damn savage. Actually, hey, I'm gonna say this. You don't need to be smart to be this. You just need to be strong enough. 0 beauty. Beauty is kind of the message of like, you're brutish and very forthright, while those have you have mastery over themselves and others. You know what I can even do. There we go. We'll make. Don't worry, we're all fucking stupid. Like, to give you an idea, like Marissa has 0 wisdom. She doesn't really. Marissa is not a very smart character, relatively speaking. She does things because she feels like it, but she's a very capable magician. There we go. No worry, we do get some more attribute points, but technically, Yasu can succeed at every check up to tough reliably. If she gets another item, she can do complex checks on her own. Remember, this is Rimu Marissa tier. We are here. Like, we're not good characters yet. But, yes, these are the residents of Hideki Manor. Pretty much, here's me and my best friend as we fuck around and get. The entire idea of the Hideki Manor is we're not really good at our jobs yet. We're literally living paycheck to paycheck. All right. So, we've got this. We're going to add the 2 images. People of Gensokyo. Alright, so, people of Gensokyo replace all this shit. Mixture of beings by their god. Doesn't mean they are strong, just that they are divine. Very... Yeah, to give you an idea. Okay, so... Gensokyo is filled with a large number of different people of different races. Dominant 3 are humans, fairies, and yokai. Vines and ghosts make a smaller ash. So, let's see. Displaced by time over the world. let's see. The house these forgotten entities inside its walls, though humans, fairies, yokai, and other entities all live by let's see. Characters. Let's. So, when the characters finish, when the heroines have finished distributing their characteristic point, use a race to embody. But yeah, keep the humility. Okay, keep themselves in petty clans. Most devils find them stubborn residents. It's died. Sadako tends to find themselves being visited by one of the more powerful residents to put them in place, or the Moria Maiden if they are busy. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, effectively. Have no fear. If we put our brains together, we can solve the crisis. But you're both stupid. We know. Having a collection of people actually work together is not a bad idea. Like, yeah, you may be strong, but are you good enough to like be with like everyone? Let's see. Even if they there we go. So what we need to do is a horizontal line here. Okay, so how do we want? Yeah. So do I have my? I don't think I have my notes in here. No. Oh, I know where my notes might be. Oh, my notes. Are my notes in here? Oh, come on. Come on, baby, where are you? Okay. No. No. Oh. Oh. No. Oh. Okay. Aren't there either. So this is the problem with having multiple notebooks, is that sometimes you put something in one notebook and then it's not where it should be later. Then I get confused where things are, and then uh-oh. Oh, this is... Huh. Okay. Alright. Cuckoo choo choo. Not there, so you know, no, we have to improvise. So I believe we have all my notes here. We've got all my notes here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to write. So let's see. We do this right. We do insert table, we do that, and then table option 0.03. This. You some. Actually, why don't we just do that could work. Or but one reduce 10, put you. Okay, so yeah, then you are effectively, as a divine entity, you are functionally immune to most kinds of mundane harm. I should the okay, so technically it should be there we go. So that's kind of the idea of what this is. Yeah, there are divine creatures, divine spirits, which I get to put a big note here, which we're going to put an insert. Fortunately for everyone involved. It's also a very good catch. It is a good thing to have a catch-all type for divine. Hey, I want to play a dragon. Okay, cool. You want to play a dragon? You're playing a divine. I want to play fucking I want to play one of the Shinto gods. I want to play I want to play Sawako. You want to play Sawako? She's a divine. That's the thing. She is technically she is a divine entity. She isn't strong. She is probably a PR of about 7, PR 6 if you really want to be mean about it. She's just is divine. So if you want to play a divine entity, cool. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 is a bigger number than 2. Yeah. So fairy. Okay, fairy. Mm. 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 Let's see, fairies are the purest expression of life. Mm. 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 And doing anything remotely useful. Oh. Mm. 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 Let's see. Hellfair. Let's see. Seasonal fairies, conceptual fairies, or locational. So, first things first, they have fairy dance. They have the fairy dance ability. Which, mm, mm, if they are a seasonal fairy, they're a seasonal fairy. Mm, 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 mm. There we go. They're a seasonal fairy. What does that mean? There's the 4 phases of every combat round. Spring, it is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Those are your 4 seasons. Those are also how things are. If you are a seasonal fairy, you say, hey, I am a summer fairy. During the summer phase, I can declare at any point I'm going to move 1. This doesn't mean a lot, But this is outside of the turn order. So you can just get an extra move if you want, or you can just, nudge yourself to where you want. That is literally just all that it does. Is it useful? Maybe. Then we do, and so on. So effectively, if you were a conceptual fairy, I am a fairy of this, I'm the fairy of that, I'm the fairy of this, that, or that. Not many of them, but it's like the fucking moon fairy. There was one where it's coming of spring, yeah, clown piece, and some. I remember there was one where it's like, this is a non. Like, you are literally a conceptual fairy. Actually, we can do conceptual or locational. Conceptual or locational. Other fairies. There we go. Fairy dance. Start of the timeless phase. There we go. That is the basic premise behind it. Fairies are a bit weird. They do things their own way because they effectively get to manipulate the actual distance between things. So fairies are hard to pin down because they can move a lot. So you need to be like, okay, I'm fighting a winter fairy. How do we fight the winter fairy? we put her in a situation where she cannot do anything. Because we know during the winter phase, she can move around anytime she wants. But a summer fairy can move only during that phase. That's why winter fairies are arguably very dangerous. But they can only really use their movement once everything has already been established. So if you're, again, fighting a winter fairy, make it so that move doesn't mean anything. If you're fighting a spring fairy, plan ahead where she might move. Yep. Types. We're gonna do ghosts, and then I'm probably. How long have we been streaming? About an hour and a half. Okay. We're gonna do ghosts. Actually, ooh. Let's get rid of all of you. Actually, we're going to do this right. Want to do this right because we do 1, 2. Actually, we start with the spring fairy, summer fairy. Actually, wait, go ahead. Distribute it to make sure that it looks nicer. Table, spring, summer, autumn, winter, concept. Actually, we do. That's 8. But you were at 7. So, you, the spring fairy, you are +1 speed. Summer fairy +1 might. Autumn fairy +1 wisdom. Winter fairy, actually we do, winter fairy gets +1 wisdom. Why is Cherno the smartest fairy? Because she has +1 wisdom because she is a winter fairy. That is the entire reason. That is the grandiose joke, is that Cherno is the smartest fairy. Why? Because she's a winter fairy with +1 wisdom. And is she still clinically retarded? Yes. Alright, so if we do... So they all have their own out of combat ability, and their out of combat ability is this. They have the seasonal ability. Cool, I've got that. Cool, I have an ability based on their origin. I'm a hell fairy. I can make people go insane. Here's a moon fairy. I make people look like Lunarians. The Bratty Toaster Diaz. Howdy ho, Notepad. How's the recent Affliction Toho Brain Rot tabletop forum? It's going. We're making progress. City on the Hill. City on the Hill is technically done. Like, that's the funny thing. City on the Hill is technically done. I thought I said that, but... Yeah, like, the thing with City on the Hill, like, genuinely speaking, at this point, it's like, okay, make 8,000 enemies. Make 8,000 equipment. Someone said, oh, you just need to make content now. I'm like, yes, I need to make content. But content's very boring. I think people tend to forget that. Like, it's just boring. And like, yeah, the game works. Everything you want in the game is here. You can play the game right now. There's just a lot of how do I want to word this? There's a lot of setup, if that makes sense. And GM's gonna have to do a lot of stuff for it, but when it comes with the territory, I guess, because it's more difficult to get a good idea because of how random each setting can possibly potentially be. Because each setting can potentially be so radically different. Yeah, right, yeah, adding more. This is a distinct case of need 10,000 options to feel right. I really hate writing bestiaries. I'm not even gonna lie, I just hate writing bestiaries. That was like the one thing that I hate writing. And I cannot do it to save my fucking life. That was one of the distinct reasons why I opened up Air and Earth to be the way that it is. Quiet Years to me, Notepad. Quiet Years doesn't use the D100 system. One. It doesn't use a save or act system. Doesn't really do that either. Doesn't have actually the pure range of options actually available. It has a lot of options. Way too many options. It's like, oh god. Making chicken wings tonight. Ooh. I'm debating on if I want to go out for dinner tonight. There's a place called Foodies. I like Foodies. I don't know if Foodies likes me. Because every time I go there, the food's fucking amazing. But you have to order from the kiosk, and it's all in Japanese, mind you. Again, you have that, again, it's all in Japanese, and you're selecting through. They don't really give you a good idea, like, how much it is. Because I ordered chicken wings. I ordered, like, some chicken wings. I'm like, okay, the image they have is that these chicken wings look fucking huge. I'm like, well, obviously, these are going to be like, oh, you only get like 6 of them. And you're like, yeah, but they're fucking huge. They're like chicken strip size, maybe. No, they were like little chicken bites. They were very small, and they were like $10. I was like, the fuck? But mind you, they were really fucking good. You know when you like eat something and you're like, I'm mad. But man, this fucking food is good. Oh, but yeah, they were pretty good. But I've had like, I ordered like ramen from them once. That was the biggest bowl of fucking ramen I've ever eaten. And it was like, here, $8, and here you can have a meal for $6. I'm like, why? How? I feel like the pricing structure here is weird. Yeah, again, and sometimes it's hard to get like a good idea, but there's they have a pasta place in there because it like. The idea of Foodies is that you go in there and you order from a unified menu, but they're different little restaurants inside of the same restaurant. So it's like, oh, I'm going to order curry from these guys, or I can order pasta from these guys. I want to order the pasta because the pasta looks fucking insane. Because, like, oh, you can just add stuff to it. Like, oh, man, add whatever you want. I'm like, this looks really fucking good. You can also have the most racist depiction of an Indian man I have ever seen. He's just kind of there trying to sell me curry. I'm like, all right. Okay. All right. Ah! All right. So, actually, if they don't have a stat, that means you have options. If they have stats, that means you don't have options. Okay, so let's see. After the Netherworld was bound to Gensokyo for a time, ghosts have... Let's see, ghosts have frequently, after the Netherworld was bound to Gensokyo for a time, ghosts have become, let's so types. We have ghosts. Actually, there aren't really any types for ghosts. That's there's no real types. So mm, 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 mm. Yep. The ethereal jaunt. Let's see. So as a ghost, we'll say. Actually, we'll give +1 to +1 to any attribute of their choice. They are not really restricted. Why? Because they are a ghost. Like what? Why ghost? God, I love racism. Also, Notepad. I imagine you can get caught in some sort of Hong Kong, Shanghai. Marry some guy's daughter, titanium shoulder blades. Tetanus zombies. Really, generally speaking, most people here are just vaguely disturbed by me. I wouldn't say afraid, just disturbed. Just because I am a gigantic man. I'm a gigantic, intimidating man who I have been told repeatedly, and I tell people this, and remember the one Japanese staff member I told, she's like, yeah, I get that. Like, I understand. I intimidate people. People are fucking scared of me if they do not know me very well. They are scared because I am a big guy who's kind of hunched. My hair is a little bit longer than it should be at this point, even though it's really short comparatively. And I have apparently a natural resting bitch face. So people are usually just scared of me. However, I am not black, therefore I have the advantage of people not being outright scared of me. Alright, so +1 to 2. And any. So let's do. So we want to do human. Mm. 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 Nothing more than a bundle of nothing more than ambition. Mm. 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 If not the safest in Gensokyo. So, +1 to any. Mm. Actually, good. So, these, so types. Mm. 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 Want to do mm. 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 Let's say so working family, a magical family, a mm. 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 There we go. +1 might, beauty, magic control. So you choose your family. Pretty much they get anything. Mm. 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 How we do? It would be under type. So rid of everything but the column. Mm. 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 As beauty, wisdom, those are your two options that you can choose. So, do you have noble intentions, or do you have strange, or are you? How do you have? So, mm, 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 mm. Best. There we go. We got this. They have no types, but we have. Okay, so let's do. Speed plus 1 beauty. So, actually. Yeah, let's see. Humans must choose either cultivation, magician, or hermit. Oh, cultivation. Nope, right. It's in a career aspect, training history, or bloodline. That grants them. What does that mean? It means that you just get a bonus. As a magician. Specifically, Marissa would be a magician. She is not a Maho yet. She's not an actual, like, I am a yokai magician. She's not that yet, but she's getting close to it. Then it would be, what was the last one? Hermit. Or they have a plus. Huh. All right. So they just get tougher and tougher and tougher. Actually, so mm, 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 mm. Simply. So yeah, those are your three. Again, the idea of saying I want to play a cultivation human. Cultivation human is I am this, I have a +2 to this. That does give you a pretty sizable advantage because it means that you can instantly succeed at certain checks. You are making your life easier. And even if you have cultivation of 1, you may be able to actually, you can add your skills to it. That you can actually help other people out. You still only get half, but it's a +1 where someone might not have that. So, okay, yokai is the tough one. Okay, so we've got humans. So now what we get to do, now what I get to do, ha ha ha, is hit edit, grab you, this, hit this, hit this, hit this. Okay, so alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab the actually no. I'm gonna grab the fairy because the fairies probably are best called. So we want to do it mist. Animist. Animal you. So animist. So, we want to do animal to animal yokai. Ho-ho. Beast yokai. Let's see. Nekomata. Okay, so we do Kitsune, Rabbit, oh, that. A Tuki. What is fucking rap, fucking moon rabbit. Oh. Bakaneko. God, not Tengu technically. That's the thing. They're not Tengu. God, what's Nazareth? Fuck, what's Nazareth? Ho-ho. Nazareth, not Nazareth. She's just a mouse. Yeah, what is she? Ah, mouse. High ranking, so yeah, she's literally just mouse yokai. See, that's the funny thing. What are you, mouse yokai? Mouse. What's the Japanese term for mouse? Nezumi. Umi. There you go. Kitsune, Umi. These are specifically not Tengu. Yeah, that's the thing. These are specifically not Tengu.